June 12th, 2026, Friday. This was the day that SpaceX went public for their IPO, and we had interesting price action in the market. And as you can see, the selling off has been much more violent than the long run up leading up to this point. And we're watching the momentum, we're watching the volume, and that's where we get our bias from. So right now, we're looking for upward. If we see really nice upward setups for Monday and Tuesday of next week, we're really going to be trying to take advantage of those. And we take both, whatever comes our way. But if we see those nice long setups, we really want to be paying attention. Let's go over the alignments that occurred today. Here we have the 1 hour momentum. And then here we have the 15 momentum. And here we have the 5-minute momentum. And what happens if the momentum on all of those time frames are going the same direction? What happens at that point? First off, let's look at the pre-market action. Before the market opened today on Friday, we had a channel forming between right here, which is the pre-market low, and pre-market high. You can see this channel forming here. Pretty large range. And this here's previous day's high. And then previous day's low is all the way down here. So we're looking at the pre-market. We're seeing this. Okay, here's the weekly lows right here. These purple lines is last week's low limits. We're looking at this, and what happens? We open, we come right down to this level, and we bounce off. Interesting. We're gonna look at the first trade that occurred today. The first trade was right here. Why? Why was that a trade? We've got our first alignment, everything going down. And we also see the momentum flip to the aligned direction. That was a good win. First solution happened at 8:41. Let's go to the second solution now. Notice how the price action as it's unfolding is playing around with this. The 5 minutes before the market opens, that creates a very powerful range, very powerful level of interest. Look how the price action is coming back to this level of interest and staying near it. We don't have any more solutions yet. We're waiting because the 1 hour is in the red. We're waiting for the 15 and the 5 to be in the red and expanding in the red. And that doesn't happen for a while. Before it happens, we have the opposite. We have a 15 expanding in the green, and we have a 5-minute doing the same. And then we have an alignment on our 1 minute or 2 minute time frame. And this was the next solution for the day, which happened at 11:48. And followed by another solution that occurred right before 12, right here at 11:59. So far, a lot of solutions being presented. Anything more than one solution is a wonderful, wonderful day. The market wants to give you money. That's the craziest part about it, is people think that the market wants to take your money away. And it's actually not true. It's the other way around, but nobody actually knows it yet. At least 90% of them don't know it. 10% of them do know it. The next solution that occurred today happened at 2:11 p.m. And why was this a solution? Let's look at the alignment here. 15 crossing over in the red. 1 hour, as you know, has been in the red this whole time. So this is an alignment right here. Now, the true entry would have been a little bit earlier because look, we are going up, and we finally tick down. That's the entry. But if you're on a 2-minute chart, for example, your entries are going to look a little bit different, and your entry would be here instead. So, either way, another solution presented. And then the final solution of the day happened right here when this started to fall down here. Now this was another false, this would have been a loss. So this was another solution that was presented today, but it was a loss. And then this one here was a win. Also there was another loss in here, but let's talk about this. How do you weed out ugly setups like this? Yeah, this isn't as clean as we would like. We would like things to look more like, I don't want to get too picky. I'm just going to stay on topic here. Instead of the 1 minute execution time frame, go to the 2 and just compare the difference and look at how much cleaner it gets. Look at this. You don't see breaks in momentum unless they mean something on the 2-minute chart at this time in the day. As the volatility increases, then of course the 2-minute chart would not be as good as a 1-minute chart. The 1-minute chart would get even better. As the volatility increases even more, a 30-second chart would be even better. You understand what I'm saying? As the volatility decreases, the higher time frames become more effective in weeding out unproductive setups. So the final solution of the day today was at 2:30 p.m. It was a win. And had you been on a 2-minute chart, you would have only had one entry signal. Had you been on a 1-minute chart, you would have had a bunch of entry signals, some of which would have been losses. Keep that in mind. With all that being said, I will see you in the next one. Take care now.